Hey, welcome to Binge Bar. Today we're going to be ranking the top 5 best fan bases in the NHL. This list would be similar to our list regarding the top 5 best MLS teams. With that being said, we'll be ranking these teams based on 4 categories: atmosphere, passion, loyalty, and attendance. So let's begin. There have been many teams that have had amazing fan bases who go to extreme lengths to support their teams. Once these teams start to fall off the rankings though, these fans tend to disappear. Coming in at number 5 on our list is the Edmonton Oilers, due to the fact that despite being one of the worst teams for 8 straight years and finishing in dead last in 2 of them, they have always had sellouts every night. The fans stayed after the departure of Wayne Gretzky and the brutal years that were to follow. They've seen the gut-wrenching trades of Chiarelli and the painful loss to Carolina in the playoffs a couple years prior. Regardless, the fans were there. They were loud and passionate and filled the arena with orange and blue jerseys at every game. Number 4 is hard to be argued with, as it's almost impossible to say anything negative regarding the fans of the Winnipeg Jets. They had a team, they lost a team, they got their team back, and they have showed us just how grateful they are to have them back. 15 years had to pass before these fans had something to cheer for, and if you're familiar with the Winnipeg whiteout, you can see the atmosphere these fans are able to generate over and over again. The Jets fans have gone through hard times. That's why their first playoff win last season gave them something to be excited about. For the first time in franchise history, they were looked at as a team who should be taken seriously. A fan base has to be pretty dedicated to have up to over 10,000 fans outside the arena in freezing cold temperatures just to watch their team as they are all dressed up in white, cheering in the streets instead of at home on a couch. Nothing bad can be said about this team or their fans. The Toronto Maple Leafs take our 3rd spot on this list just for their suffering. 1967 is the last time this team has ever seen the Stanley Cup. This original 6 team has some of the most dedicated and hardcore fans in the sport. This team has always been top 5 in attendance and nearly sell out every game, including preseason, with just under 20,000 fans. Few teams have the tradition and culture that this team does. This season, with the signing of Nylander and John Tavares, gives the Toronto Maple Leafs fans something to be proud of other than Marner and Austin Matthews. The team looks like a contender more than ever before, and it gives the fans hope for winning their first Stanley Cup in over 50 years. As we get closer to the number 1 spot on our list, the Chicago Blackhawks take the 2nd spot as they have some of the most loyal fans around. Blackhawk fans travel better than any other franchise in the NHL and are known to have fans everywhere. There is even a Chicago Blackhawks fan convention, which sells out every year and is known to be almost impossible to acquire tickets for. Blackhawk fans were voted the best in the league with 30.4% above Nashville at 19.4%. Their stadium is 2nd in the league to play at behind the Montreal Canadiens, purely due to the energy the fans are able to create and bring. They may be one of the most hated teams in the league, but the fans just shrug it off because they know being a fan of the Blackhawks is being a part of something special. There is no arguing that any team has more loyal and passionate fans than the Montreal Canadiens, and that is why they take our number 1 spot. It's hard to find one of these lists where they are not in the number 1 spot anyway. It's Montreal. They have 24 Stanley Cups and are an original 6 team. That's nearly double the 13 titles of the Toronto Maple Leafs, who have the 2nd most. Despite not winning a cup since the 90s, it has never stopped fans from cheering and giving their team countless sellouts at home or on the road. Montreal is known to have some of the best fans all around the world, as they can be spotted just about everywhere. When it comes to hockey, there is no other more passionate and dedicated fan base than the Montreal Canadiens. Well, we hope you enjoyed our list. If you enjoy content like this and would like to see more, please like and subscribe. Thank you. We'll see you next time.